When I woke up in the morning, I saw the flash news of an unidentified man found in the area. And when I read the description of the clothes, I was almost certain that it was my friend, because that's the last clothes I saw him in right before we dropped him home.
A friend of Iwin, Palma, told News 5 that he and others had just dropped off Palma and his bicycle at his house in a vehicle. Then, in a space of just a few minutes, he heard from another friend that shots had been fired in the area where they had just left.
5 minutes after going in my house, I received a text from my friend, and he told me that shots were being fired in the Milpa area, but it's common for shots to be firing in that direction, so I just thought that some idle young men were shooting. So I never paid no attention to it.
The time was just a few minutes after midnight. The friend claims that after they had dropped off Palma, he simply got on his bicycle and started to head back out of the area. He had only reached around the lane when he came under fire. The father of a 5-year-old and a 2.5-month-old was last working at a call center only 2 weeks ago, but stopped. Then he filed a complaint with the police against someone who had reportedly shot at him.
On the 16th of June, Mr. Palma made a complaint to the police. The full contents of that complaint I will not get into, but I know that we made an arrest reference that complaint. And we at the police department believe that the person that was arrested for that incident, that the two incidents are probably related.
The police had told me the morning after the incident, they told me that if I was aware that Mr. Iwin was shot at the week before, I told them no, I was really unaware. Because the night we were hanging out, he didn't bring up any of that.
Palma's father, Ricardo Palma, was not at home when his son was killed and only found out the next morning when he returned from an errand. He said that their last conversation was to start working today so he could help his father out at home.
Right now he was to get a job, I guess, at M&M's today, but so far he didn't make it. And that's the saddest part of the story. The last conversation me and he had is tell me, Dad, I know we go through crisis and I want to just hold tight. He says, I get me a lead job. He said, I'm a handler. Make we try finish with the bathroom and thing. And never did finish this bathroom, never did finish this bathroom. And then he said, well, I'll help us finish the veranda.
This loss compounds the pain for Palma's friend because he said that they were just talking about another friend of theirs, Jordan Bradley, who was also gunned down only last week.
It's rough because on said night that he was killed, we were mourning the death of a friend that died 2 days prior, And for him to be killed just like that, reminding us to, keep safe and, and him just dying like that, it's really, really hurt everyone.
Police have not yet made any arrests in connection with this murder. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.